me explain what D-Dog can do as your buddy. With that nose of his, he can sniff out and mark nearby enemies and prisoners. Should come in handy for infiltrating outposts. I trained him to detect mines and medicinal plants too. When he locates something, check your map.
Excuse me. When we last left off, we had, as you just saw, got our little buddy who was finally ready to go with us out on missions. So we're gonna start him off and see what we can do with him. One of my favorite companions, but I tend not to keep him with me for too long, just because he's the extreme easy switch. It's easy to get too comfortable to have him sniff everything out. We also managed to, of course, save our paraplegic friend slash enemy slash frenemy, Huey Emmerich, and began his interrogation. And then we managed to save an individual who calls himself Malak, or Angel, to his people, whose entire village was apparently wiped out by somebody or something while he was out on the mission. So we're going to go from there and see what we can do. If you folks like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, subscribe here on YouTube, or both, drop a comment. Check out some of my other playlists. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and God bless you. Let's get into it. All right. I guess I can point out some of the other playlists while we're in the process of looking for a couple of things after or before I set up some missions and whatnot. In the process of a playthrough of Batman Arkham Knight, as well as the Telltale Batman series, particularly Batman the Enemy Within. A playthrough of The Surge, as well as Dark Souls. And just started a playthrough of the Prototype series. Let me see there it is. And then there's the tutorial for D-Dog, one of them rather. There's the other one for you folks. Alright. These tapes going while I'm setting up my missions.
It wasn't just Cypher. Back in the Caribbean, every eye in the world was turned on us. A private army, just a bunch of guys with guns, in possession of a nuke? Why wouldn't they? Well, I thought our best move was to prove to the UN through the IAEA that we had no nuke. Of course, I was against us having it in the first place, but that was Snake's decision.
The boss wasn't responsible.
Well, don't get me wrong, I still believed in Snake. I thought I was making the best decision for all of us, that's all. I figured we should get a third party to exonerate us before proof of the nuke did get out. And who better to do that than an organization with international authority?
So the truth is, you took it upon yourself to agree to an inspection arranged by the UN. Only the inspection was a ruse, and Cypher's strike force, XOF, showed up instead.
I had no idea that would happen.
Enough bullshit!
Oh, sure, like I could have known. You know, I was just trying to prove our innocence to the world. What's wrong with that?
We're not interested in the excuses you've thought up. The truth is objective.
Just see it from my point of view.
You led XOF to the control tower. They seized it, giving them complete control over the base. Moments later, they detonated C4 on the strut legs. Anyone who'd managed to survive was hunted down by the assault force and their choppers.
You can't believe I did that on purpose.
That was the end of Mother Base. But it wasn't the end for you.
How can you... Look, think about it. I lost something too. I built Zeke and it got buried underwater. I am a victim.
That raises the big questions. Why were you the only one spared? You got away without a scratch. Why did Strangelove leave the base on the eve of the inspection? You two were close.
Strangelove?
And how did you manage to build something that surpasses Zeke in every way? Because you did everything they told you. You're the only one who didn't lose a thing. That is the truth.
I was taken away against my will. Skullface forced me to do his research these past 9 years. He used me. I lost 9 years.
9 years. We all lost 9 years. It wasn't just you.
I suppose blaming me makes you feel better, does it? But who's gonna give me back all the time I lost?
You're not getting anything back. You're not a victim here, Emmerich. You're the perpetrator.
I didn't know anything.
Nobody can back that up. Yeah, all the evidence is at the bottom of the ocean. You know the hardest man to break? The type who's fooling himself. That takes time. It's easier to live a convenient lie than a painful truth. Is that the piece you've chosen, Doc?
I'm not lying.
Of course. Just let me check one or two things.
Interesting. He did try and throw up quite a few odd losses that he obtained.
Please select a landing
Doesn't
zone.
necessarily mean he's
Heading
he's
to
guilty,
Afghanistan.
but it doesn't mean he's innocent either. Figure we'll continue some of those as we go. No choice in terms of something like that. Don't have to have a few things I'd rather not have. Alright, buddy. Yeah. Rather you do that because you keeping them busy is a noisy prospect.
Deploying.
You get this stun on. Sorry about that, folks. Sneeze. It's quite possible, but it's also quite possible it's not the case.
When you want to begin a mission, open your iDroid and select it from the mission list. I sent a list of selectable missions to your iDroid. They're all jobs that only you can handle. You know it's easier to live a is that the piece you've
I'm not lying.
Of course. Just let me check one or two things. On that day, you were in the control tower with them. Lucky you. That's how you got out unscathed. And you escaped on one of their choppers. Only you, right before the base went under.
They had me blindfolded the whole time. I've never been so scared. The whole flight I thought they'd kill me. But thinking of you kept me going. My comrades, all the way.
And?
There was a plane journey, and then we traveled by road. When I finally took off the blindfold, I was in kind of a warehouse, on the floor. Afghanistan, it was that research lab. I couldn't believe they'd taken me halfway around the world. And soon enough...
1 second, folks. It's fine for me, but it might be a little dark for you folks. You know how YouTube does its thing. Wonder if they... Yeah, there is a light.
He came.
I don't know if that mattered much, but we'll
He's
see.
the one who's really behind that mother base attack. He forced me into that research.
What kind of research?
He told me to build a bipedal walking tank for the Soviet Union. Like Peace Walker. A system that could fire an ICBM-class nuclear weapon. That's how the Sahelanthropus project got started.
Sahelanthropus.
Those AI weapons I'd made in Costa Rica were like toys by comparison. A whole world apart from reptilian four-legged crawling and that ridiculous hunched-over bipedal waddling. My design evolved to the dawn of mankind. Sahelanthropus, the first steps towards humanity. An upright bipedal weapon system. Originally, Sahelanthropus was going to be a manned weapons platform. I designed a cockpit in its head, and I planned to fill it with water as a buffering agent.
Like how PUS modified Zeke for human control.
Don't compare me to some amateur. I designed it for human control from the beginning. The problem was miniaturizing the posture control AI. You remember the reptile pod?
The AI that controlled your unmanned weapons.
Attaching it externally makes it vulnerable. So this time I wanted it beneath the armor. Meaning I had to make the AI smaller. I got it down to less than a tenth the size without any lost computation speed. But it was still too big for the cockpit. There wasn't enough room for the pilot. If I made the head bigger, its body would have to be bigger to support it. Too big to be practical. In the end, human piloting was taken off the table. I tested a remote control system too, but there was the time lag and I wasn't satisfied with its precision either. Plus, it would be useless if the enemy jammed it. So next, I went back to trying an AI-only system. To do that, I had the AI pods recovered from Nicaragua. This was a hybrid AI, a combination of Peace Walker's reptile and mammal pods. The only AIs that had ever successfully operated an unmanned nuclear weapon system.
Really? You'd need some help to get that working. Expert help. Did you work with someone?
I worked alone.
You did that yourself?
That's the thing. The AI didn't pan out in the end either. But I did finally get Sahelanthropus walking by folding over its upper body to lower its center of gravity. The first upright bipedal locomotive weapon system in the history of mankind. I guess technically it falls into the anthropoid ape category.
I don't see the benefit of having it stand taller.
Huh?
On terrain with significant differences in elevation like Afghanistan, you need a body that's vertically adaptable. That also lets it attack from long range ridges for cover. So, making it walk upright was the most important factor in giving it superior height capability. As the name suggests, that was the whole point of Sahelanthropus. But I was being pushed for results. Having the AI mounted externally would have been the fastest way to get it working. I just needed more data so it could maintain its balance. But Skullface refused to wait. He dismissed the idea of AI control and took Sahelanthropus away from me before I could finish it.
But it was walking when it came after you.
That's just it. I don't understand how Skullface got it to move upright, without a pilot or an AI. And walking at that speed, too. It's beyond anything I could have imagined. This is like the Wright brothers making it to the moon. I'm just as clueless as you are.
So this Sahelanthropus, where is it now?
I have no idea. All my experiments took place at that cave. I've never seen it anywhere else. Besides, it's still just an incomplete prototype at this point, and nothing but a paper tiger. Even if it can walk, it's far from being a viable weapons platform. It wouldn't be useful in actual battle.
Seemed pretty useful to me last time.
But not as a member of Diamond Dogs. I still don't trust him. That work for you? Fine by me. He can't be allowed any contact with staff either. Yeah. A lot of the guys would love some payback for 9 years ago. We still need him alive. But we have to restrict his movements. He can only go where we tell him. And of course, the interrogations will continue. He worked for that skull bastard for nearly a decade. He still has more to tell us. How long are we gonna press him? If our investigation shows he really had nothing to do with the attack,
We'll reconsider his place here. But I don't expect that to happen. Remember that water tank-shaped object in Emmerich's lab in the Soviet base camp? The thing that started talking to you like a possessed answering machine. That was a pod built for housing the AI used to control unmanned weapons. You remember, back in '74 in Costa Rica, it was in those machines you fought there. They were designated Pupa, Chrysalis, Cocoon, and Basilisk, and each of them was fitted with an AI unit called a reptile pod. Emmerich created it. It mainly handled the machine's posture control and autonomous behavior. But the Basilisk, aka Peace Walker, also featured a second AI pod. That one was called the Mammal Pod, and it was created by Dr. Strangelove. She tried to recreate the boss's personality through the Mammal Pod, but you pulled out its memory boards. That's when it transferred its own functions to its reptile pod. Just like a human brain compensating for damage by using the remaining healthy parts. The result was a unique entity, a hybrid of the reptile and the mammal. It sank to the bottom of Lake Nicaragua with Peace Walker. But apparently they salvaged it and transported it to that lab. Don't let it deceive you, Snake. It may sound like the boss, but it has neither a personality nor a will. Like Emmerich. It's just a machine.
You just had to see me.
Where are your friends?
The map has been updated.
Might as well come on.
You have arrived at your destination.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Updated.
Alright.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base.
Okay. Finish that one. May have been giving me a checkpoint, but I don't know. I'll simply leave and then give it the checkpoint or something. Get him! Get him! I dropped that one right now. Just in case there's a patrol up the street. There we go. Back to the ACC we go, buddy.
Like your horse, you can give commands to D-Dog as well. He'll normally follow you around. You can also make him wait somewhere or lure an enemy by barking at him. Or you can sick him on the enemy to slow him down. Develop new gear just for him, and I'm sure he'll be capable of even more damage.
Good. Now we're just waiting on access to the security team. Alright.
Please select a mission.
How much more time?
Please select a mission.
Boss, this contract comes out of Angola. That's right, Central Africa, where Emmerich claimed they were working on a weapon to surpass Metal Gear. There's been a massive oil spill from Mafinda oil field. It's flowing into the river and contaminating the water supply. An environmental NGO has asked us to stop the spill by destroying the facility. Environmental activism isn't exactly our line of work, but it's not that simple either. The group operating the oil facility and causing the spill is the rebel group UNITA. And word has it that United is getting supplied with U.S. military weapons. That sounds to me like Cypher's pulling their strings. Boss, it's time to give Cypher a little surprise.
Alright then, cuz. Let's get it.
Please select a mission.
That wouldn't happen
Clouds
to me.
approaching.
Oh wait, I think it is, but I think it's loud.
Please specify a project.
So, if that's the case, then no. It wouldn't have to be, but no, it's not ready yet. Maybe 2 more for the medical team.
Please select a mission.
Oh, okay. I get it right. Yeah, I get why. Let me hit Mother Base real quick.
Please select a heading to Mother Base.
Because the men don't get lonely. Haha. Let me get myself a non-shave and shower, and we can head back on out.
Quiet's being held in a cell on the medical platform. She slipped out on more than one occasion, but
Project.
she always comes back on her own. Maybe out of loyalty to you.
Be quiet. I was gonna say, you might as well come back. Oh, we're at this point. That is a problem.
Indicates turbulence out there. Try not to get knocked out of the sky. Got it.
I should have got my shower first. That's why I usually get my shower before Be Quiet. There's always the opportunity for a cutscene.
Quiet. Where does she think she's going?
You want to head out with the boss?
That'll be the day.
I don't see a problem with it, so long as she's with you. She's a crack shot, damn fine scout. Well suited for a clandestine op. Just more than I can say for the others.
There's nothing damn fine about this thing.
Here,
Hey,
blades.
wait a minute. That thing costs a lot of money.
She can see each individual blade. And a depth perception.
One in. This is ridiculous. She doesn't talk. How could you possibly stay in communication? Right. I like working solo anyway.
Interesting. Even with her strength, she had to brace herself for the shots. That would have to happen now when I'm trying to get to know D-Dog. And that right there is my favorite partner. Not too much, not too little. She doesn't give you too many details, so you have to keep your skills up and your head on a swivel. Here we are. Once again.
Please select a mission.
Let's try this again, shall we?
Please select a landing zone.
I say I'm going to Mother Base. I say I'm getting a shower. And I'm going to stick to my standard rule. Son of a bitch. Okay.
Stop.
I've been gone too long.
Been away a while, huh?
Don't be such a stranger. Sets a bad example for the men. And he gets spoke to. Diddy, come.
Luckily, I didn't get tackled. He usually likes to do that one, but that's usually if you've been away even longer. Matter of fact, that's the first time I've ever gotten that one.
Welcome back.
Just around a little bit.
Combat support, boss. Say the word.
Good man. See? I remember when the phone app for this used to actually still work. It was actually kind of useful. I actually did use it. It's a little hard to do when you don't have three hands, but I actually did put it to use. It didn't bother me to do so. I give it people. Sorry about your distant relative, Morpho. I'm sure he was, your family was never the same. Body armor, flashlights, machine guns, shotguns, surveillance cameras, helmets. Boy. Man.
Staff assigned.
I mean, I doubt I changed anything.
Please select a mission.
Ooh. Right. All right here. Y'all gonna do me like that, huh? Well, there it is then.
Unit dispatched.
Alright,
Please select a mission.
finally back at it.
Deploying.
I actually should have made the box for like roaming around in Africa instead of Afghanistan.
Angola's Mfinda oil field, upstream from the landing point. A spill has covered the whole area and crude. A pipeline that crosses the Muneni River failed. Now the shore's a mess. Not to mention the villages downstream have no drinking water.
Apparently. You know it's a little bright right now,
The
don't you,
oil
Kyle?
runs to the pipeline from that facility. Taking it out should end the leak. The client this time is an environmental NGO. Destroy the facility. Stop that leak. This may seem like straight-up philanthropy, but there's another reason we agreed to it. The Mfinda oil field was outdated. Then the rebel group UNITA moved in, taking it upon themselves to kickstart operations. UNITA's been rapidly modernizing its arsenal. Rumor has it someone's been selling them U.S. military hardware. Intel's analysis suggests the broker's a front company, Cyphers. Keeping tabs on UNITA could tell us who's pulling its strings.
Please specify a project.
Well, we'll see what we can do, guys. Let's see what we can do. Whoa. Boy, D-Dog got off the plane.
Step one to tracking down Skullface. And Cypher with him. Good luck, boss. First, make your way to the oil facility. It's to the north, past Wala Yamasa. The village is currently occupied by UNITA, so stay sharp.
Hmm. 31.
Boss, destroy the oil facility and stop the flow of oil. First of all, you need to get through the jungle and on to Masa village. The oil field is beyond that.
Alright.
The war industry we started has taken a pretty crooked course these past 9 years. With no other options, soldiers have become dogs of war, sent to conflict zones as private forces, or PFs. Guys we fought alongside are dying all around the globe for no reason, no banner. But it's how they survive. The demand for PFs here in Africa is especially high. Cold War standoffs, resource exploitation, tribal clashes. What's big business for developed countries has only brought conflict here. That mess you're standing in is just the latest example.
Mm-hmm. Sounds about right, cuz. Sounds about right.
Unit dispatched.
Alright. Raven?
So this is Raven territory.
Yep.
I heard once that some indigenous peoples in Canada and Alaska deify the common raven as a totem.
Dated.
Did you? Ocelot. What's that sound?
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
Uh-huh.
It's digitalis. It's toxic, but it can also be used as medicine.
Enemy
You've
presence.
arrived at Masa Village.
The map
It's
has
been
been
turned into a supply hub for United, meaning it'll be stocked with weapons and resources. Should be a thing or two that'll come in handy. Don't be shy. They deserve to be in better hands.
analysis complete. The map has been updated.
Though they're members of UNITA, those locals have been hired by CFA, South African PF, and they're communicating through Afrikaans, an official language of the country. We'll need someone with the Afrikaans interpreter skill to understand what they're saying.
Marker placed.
Alright.
Analysis
I know what I
complete.
want for Christmas. Do I wait? Or do I get this done now?
Development project has been added.
What project would
Please
that be?
specify a project.
Battle bait. Oh, because of the medical team reaching 14.
The relay station from Venda oil field. They've cranked up the old machinery despite it being much too decrepit to run. That led to the oil spill, which is contaminating the river. To stop the spill, we need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. That's one of the targets, the oily water separator tank. It filters impurities from the oil, making it the backbone of the whole facility. Destroy this, and I'll have no way to start the facility up again. It's built pretty tough, so you'll need explosives to take it out. However, the tank is highly pressurized. There'll be quite a bang when it goes up. Make sure you keep your distance.
Had a bit of a sneeze, folks. Thank you, dog.
That's one of the targets, the oil transfer pump. We don't have a precise location. You'll have to search for it on site. Stop this pump, and you stop the flow of oil. There should be an emergency stop button next to the pump. All you have to do is hit it.
I don't know if it's a good idea to play that exactly right now, but we'll see.
Boss, Dwight still hasn't made any moves. It's got me thinking. What? If you took her on a mission, she might break her silence. You want to let her out? Sure. Make her no different to the others. Everyone you pick up works for themselves, right? But her. I say work with her. See what happens. I wouldn't ask this of anyone but you. On missions, I'll make sure we have someone observing from a distance, and she won't be allowed access to all of the base. As for Miller, well, sometimes it's better to ask forgiveness than permission. The best part is, hiding is her specialty. If no one sees her leave the base, the staff will be none the wiser. And if she gets away? If that happens, you'll have to take care of her. But I have faith in you, boss.
Please select
I think
object
Quiet sees
point.
something new.
Supplies requested.
It's a big risk. But it's for the good of all of us. And besides, you can't deny her talent. Her unique skills and abilities would give you a hell of an edge out there. I'll think it over.
Supply drop complete.
Folks had another sneeze. What makes it so bad is I'm gonna switch through.
United troops, but their gear is from a PF known as the CFA, the Contract Forces of Africa. So the militants hired the PF to strengthen themselves, but the PF got so big it absorbed them. How's that for irony?
Sorry about that.
Huh? Butter!
You don't know what you saw. Go to sleep.
You have arrived at your destination.
I don't know what you're saying, brother, but don't worry. I'll learn.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Analysis complete.
Extract him.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Somebody's getting...
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Without having to kill him. You don't have to worry about him anymore or anything like that. I'm all for it.
Please select a drop point. Please select a drop point. Supplies requested.
Excuse me.
Development project has been added.
Good. Go ahead and get those two started before I
Please
progress.
specify supply drop complete. Please specify
There's a box,
project.
but it'll buy me time. Of course, it's just develop. No. Yeah. Hoping I wouldn't be seen by you. Oh. Crap. Excuse me. I'm not arguing with you. Looks like I did get most of the kids.
He's coming too. Roger that. Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Analysis complete.
Too bad, but right now I don't have the ability to Fulton children. Too fragile. Alright. Go on, fall asleep. You know you wanna. There you go, my friend. Who are those? Doesn't matter. You're sleeping. Now what I could do. Actually, I might end up doing that. I've never done it before, but I might end up doing that.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Alright. Oh, hell no. Well, you kids are gonna have to stick around until I can get back out here. I am so sorry, children. You are forced to deal with such things. 7,500 materials, baby. Well, there's nothing I can really do about that there. At this moment. Won't be too long before we make our way to Infinity Oil Field.
Marker placed. Marker placed. You have arrived at your destination.
All right.
You have arrived at your destination.
All right. Guess nothing else was in there. Thought what I had marked was the actual spot.
Analysis
It
complete.
usually is. Interesting that it wasn't. All right, let's go ahead and go through the whole. You can't understand him, boss? Or maybe you need an Afrikaans interpreter.
The PF soldiers are speaking Afrikaans, the official language of the Republic of South Africa. Boss, we're gonna need someone with the Afrikaans interpreter skill to understand what they're saying. We'll look into it here, but for now, you'll just have to make do without one.
Rain approaching.
Cool. Yeah, see, in Afghanistan you get sandstorms. Out here you get rain. I like that.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
Dynamic weather-based gameplay that actually does matter. It's acting like there's something I missed in here. It's alright acting like there's something I missed in here. Children are awake. What they don't know won't cause me problems. Excuse me. Gotta love the actual rain. I wonder if it actually happens. Let's see. Yep. Even in here, the rain put that fire right out. It was at the edge, but still. Useful if your desire is to stay hidden, especially if you, like, say, aren't in an area where it does rain, or it can rain, but it's not raining yet. You can use a water gun for the same thing. No copyright. About them zombies, eh? At some point, we'll be shooting zombies on this channel too. That is that's a definite goal. Especially since zombies have always been one of my favorite type of enemy in gaming. Well, favorite type of enemy as a whole. Gaming just makes it better. You gotta be particularly slower in these outfits. They're not designed with
Rain. Sound of rainfall should help to mask your footsteps.
They're not designed with sound suppressing materials and whatnot. There's your rain tutorial, folks. Nah, you hear it.
Outpost captured.
Collins is the lingua franca for mercs in that area. If you're going to get any information from interrogations, you'll need an interpreter.
Boy, do not lay down in this rain. That is a distance. It might not be a bad idea to take that. I don't usually take vehicles. They draw too much attention for obvious reasons. Let's go, buddy. And of course you have the controls for the vehicle.
He's coming too. Roger that. You've made it past the village. Continue heading for the oil facility. It's located upriver.
That is honestly hilarious.
Extraction arrived at Milky Base. Development project has been added.
Oh boy, okay. They just keep giving me stuff. And this right here is why I don't take vehicles. This right here.
Please specify a project.
Where are you? Come on. There you are. I get that new assault rifle going.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated. Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
Really? Excuse me.
Supplies requested.
May not be able to understand you fellas. That doesn't mean you can't work for me.
Supply drop complete. Guard
Go to
post
sleep,
detected.
bitch.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
As I said in the previous video, at this exact moment, I'm not overly concerned with who I grab. Right now, I just want bodies.
You gotta extract him.
Approaching.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. That's a Nubian goat. It's a dairy breed whose milk is ideal for cheese production. It's also butchered for me, but don't get any ideas.
Pick up those resources. One more. I'm in. Not overly concerned with the sound, since all the guards in this area have already been captured by me. Was that because of the creatures, or was that because of me marking things? It may have been because of the marking, because there is one for marking as well. Yeah, well, either way. Let's took one of these before we get my spoiler. Excuse me.
That's African peach. The shape of its petals gives it the nickname the pincushion. It's used in local traditional medicine as a pain reliever and tranquilizer.
Go.
This oil field is the property of Saner, South African Natural Resources. Saner drills oil wells wherever they can throughout that region. When the oil dries up, they abandon the facility. And it's only a matter of time before the aging equipment starts leaking crude. That means Unitas takeover is the perfect cover for Saner. Now they can blame the spill on a bunch of oil thieves. However you look at it, Saner's far from squeaky clean. Boss, destroy the oil facility and stop the flow of oil. You got a straight path to the objective. You should find it no problem. First, head to the oil facility. You can view its location on your iDroid.
Marker placed.
foot lower, and I definitely would. Just like that. Really, Ocelot? Understand? Despite the fact that you're going, you have things to say. Alright then. Or was this what you were trying to say? Oh, Jesus Christ, the red barrel.
Drum.
Yep.
They must use their color to tell them apart. That one being filled with gasoline.
I swear there used to be a scene for this.
You have arrived at your destination.
Either way, we did it.
Keep in mind that time doesn't stop while you use the iDroid. You can even move around while using it, but pay attention to your surroundings.
Enemy presence detected. The map has been updated.
There it is. The oil facility. To stop the leak, you need to shut down the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank.
Enemy
The
presence.
details are on your iDroid.
The map has been updated.
A wastewater treatment plant. All that cover should make it easy to move undetected.
Yeah, but there's a lot of sight
Analysis
zones.
complete. Analysis complete.
A lot of little nooks and crannies to be seen from and to hide
Analysis
in.
complete. Analysis complete. Marker placed.
You have a skill. I don't think my ability is able to determine what the skill is right now. So
Boss, destroy the oil facility and stop the flow of oil. To prevent the machinery being turned back on again, you need to turn off the oil transfer pump and destroy the oily water separator tank. Check the details on your iDroid.
Marker placed.
maybe. No, that's
Marker placed. Marker removed.
CFA soldiers.
right.
Those guys look different from the rest. Not you neither. Most likely Afrikaners.
Dude, I mean, extremely useful. Just extremely easy.
Analysis complete.
That's right. That was my dog.
Analysis complete.
Just my dog. You didn't see nothing.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete.
That's the oily water separator tank. One of the targets. Take it out.
Almost want to switch camos again, but that's all right. Let's open this foot up. Pop out.
No good, boss. That one.
There's the helmet.
Aim somewhere else. Or change to a different weapon.
Go to sleep. That's sitting with you, so. Oh, wait a minute. Who's where? Who's ready?
He's coming too. Roger that. You can now extract him. Destroy that separator tank. Alright, you planted the C4. Don't set it off until you're at a safe distance.
I'm trying to remember. Can I do this now? As in set the C4? Or did I just waste C4? Wait. Okay. You know what, let's see if I can. I don't normally do that. Draw so much attention. Here to take these two. Wait, you don't want to run into that trank around? I wanted you to. Oh. Very much wanted you to. Why wouldn't you do what I wanted you to do? Gotta love how once that situation is handled, they'll never send anybody else. Weird, but funny.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us. Good. You're away from the C4. Any sign of the enemy? Be sure to time the explosion carefully. 2. Roger that.
Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Analysis complete. Marker placed. Analysis complete. You have arrived. You have arrived at your destination.
Damn. They all over me right now. Alright.
Supplies requested.
That's right. Come on down. See what I mean about the multiple angles to spot you at?
Supply drop
Multiple
complete.
angles to hide, but multiple angles to see.
Development complete. You
Right.
You gotta extract him.
analysis complete.
Subject on board. Leave the rest to us.
I wonder. Running through all these lights with the enemy facing in this direction. Oh, good. Not even what I came over here for. That wasn't either. I hear music, meaning probably comms. The problem, dude. See if we react to the tape missing. We get back to it stopping. Yep, comms.
Ik wil niet, prik niet.
All right. I thought somebody was crouching, wondering what was going on. Oh God, no. I dropped those supplies into one of the pits.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Analysis complete. You have arrived at your destination.
What destination? You talking about the main mission destination? Dude, don't do that to yourself. I think that's exactly what I did. Ooh, this done hurt a little bit. Oh, son of a bitch.
Supplies requested. Sun will rise momentarily.
Of course it's going to rise momentarily. Because obviously I need it to be rising momentarily, don't I?
Supply drop complete.
Took longer to get here than it usually does. Right. Alright, I want to say it's like 45 meters out that they can see you when the sun is up.
You gotta extract him.
Yeah. Alright.
There's the transfer pump control room. The emergency stop button is probably inside it.
Nah, I don't see anything in here. How's the light? Alright, deal with this happened, buddy.
Bodies. Why? Oil transfer pump shut-off confirmed.
Database.
Next, destroy the oil and water separator tank. That'll ensure they can never use the facility again.
Added.
Looks like I didn't waste my C4. I actually should have waited though, since I didn't waste it. But I wanted to be sure. Yeah.
You destroyed the separator tank. Objective complete. Build security will
What's going on
after
here?
that explosion. Get out of there ASAP.
So, buddy. I don't need you thinking, dumbass. I need you to miss me.
Analysis complete.
It's too bad. The stats ain't too bad for my current character. Where are you? Oh, we got it marked still, so it's fine. Alright. Go to sleep. And you would have to be in the past, wouldn't you? Might as well. There's a few of these around. I want them all. Kinda wish I could do all this and things and stay quiet. They're gonna be in the way of my supply acquisition.
Caution, rain approaching.
It's not gonna help. It's broad daylight. You saw nothing. Nothing. It's gonna get them to come in here. Alright. Looks like we're done here. Yep, here they come. Because why not? See you at home, buddy.
Extraction arrived at Mother Base. Development project has been added.
Upgrades for D-Walker mostly.
All right, mission complete, boss. Maybe you'll actually break a sweat next time, huh?
Why would I do that, cuz? That would imply that it's complicated.
Boss, we took another look into Sainer, the owner of the oil field. They were behind what happened. They hired the PF, not United. They restarted the facility all the while pretending they were the victims. One other thing. Stainer's Johannesburg head office is just a room in a multi-tenant building. Company is essentially non-existent. 3 years ago, that investment fund stepped in and started gutting it through a series of mergers and sell-offs. And get this, the fund itself no longer exists either. It's a shell corporation, meaning someone is just using Stainer's name from the shadows. But what about those strange corpses? Just what the hell were they doing over there?
Question for another situation, cuz. I know this much though. Whatever was wrong with them bodies, we better hope I ain't got it.
Hey, Snake, I've customized a walker gear just for you. It features a silent running system, great for infiltration missions, and you can also summon it to your location. I've taken the liberty of calling it the D-Walker. It's armed with a suppressed tranquilizer gun. If you want to add other weaponry or upgrade the chassis, give the order from your iDroid.
Alright. Thanks, Huey.
Good. You captured it alive.
8 gerbils. And a left-faced vulture. Alright. It's gonna be an interesting little thing.
Side ops list
Boss,
updated.
I've updated the mission list. Received a new job offer. It doesn't seem connected to Cypher or Skullface at all. But if it goes well, we may get an Afrikaans interpreter. The details are on your iDroid.
Definitely I'll have to do that. You know.
Please specify a project.
Sure. Reloading for precision.
Please specify project.
I'm in salt. Hopefully, didn't lose anybody.
Star
Usually when a
assigned.
mission fails, you still see Oh, they failed this mission. I've never had a 95% fail. I don't know how to feel about that.
Unit dispatched.
Flashlights were more of an annoyance than they should have been during this mission. Well, folks, that's going to be the end of episode 12 of The Phantom Pain. If folks like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, and subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment. Check out some of my other playlists. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night.